Sure is a nice day here in Mississippi, isn't it, Watson?
I would say so, Mr. Holmes. It's nice to get away from London for a change, a time to step away from work and relax.
Please, is anyone here a doctor?
Considering your profession, Dr. Watson, it would seem you have spoken too soon.
What seems to be the problem, sir? I am a doctor. As much as I would like to relax on my vacation, I cannot turn down someone in need.
Can't you see? I'm missing a nose. I need to get this taken care of.
Oh, if I'm being honest, I would have guessed your missing eye first.
Calm down, sir. What is your name? I think I can help. Come on, let me help out.
Oh, thank you so much. My name is Victor Hatherley.
Dr. Watson, I should be able to patch you up using the supplies I already have here. Could you tell me how this came about? It's not every day you see someone missing a nose, and an eye for that matter.
As surprising as it may seem, the eye is much easier to explain than my missing nose.
Oh? Do tell.
Well, if you must know, I lost it in a war.
A war? Good heaven, that sounds awful.
Yes, it was the gruesome Scissor War. It came out of nowhere. I still remember old Charlie's screams right beside me as he lost all his seams, took me off guard, and before I knew it, my eye was snipped right off. I still feel the pain every day, and the images are burned into my brain. Charlie's screams and the metallic noises of scissor blades are the soundtrack to my life.
I'm sorry for your loss, but, if that's the story for your eye, then what could have possibly happened to your nose?
Yes, I will say I'm very curious as well.
That story's a bit more of a mystery, you could say.
A mystery? Well, you could also say I'm a fan of mysteries myself. Do you mind telling us your tale?
It began a few days ago. A man by the name of Colonel Lysander Stark walked into my shop requesting my service for a hydraulic press of his. Said it was used for making bricks, but he needed me to take a look at it. I needed the money, so I accepted the man's offer. Well, he wanted to meet at a faraway station for me to be picked up, and as I said, I needed the money, so I let him pick me up, and we drove about an hour away to his home. I got there and he led me inside. The maid said something along the lines of,
"You need to get out of here right now. If you have any sense, then flee."
but I didn't pay it much mind. I went in to inspect a large hydraulic press, but that's where it gets more mysterious.
Lucky for you, I do believe I can help with that. What seems to be the mystery here?
Well, after I did my repairs, I looked at it closer, and that press was definitely not used for bricks. I must have said something after figuring it out, because the moment I did, the hydraulic press sounded to life. Someone was out for me at that moment. I began to run, and I made it, but not without losing something precious to me.
And what would that be?
My nose, sir. I barely made it out of the press, but my nose got caught inside and pressed it clean off. I'm destined to lose what makes me whole, it seems.
What happened after that? Did you figure out who was there to kill you?
It was that man, Lysander.
How can you know for sure?
Because he chased me. The moment I escaped the press, he ran after me, and I booked it for the door. Turns out he locked it, but lucky for me, being noseless has its advantages.
Your lack of a nose helped you there.
Yes, it did. Without my nose, I was able to slide right under the door and escape from that terrifying man's house.
There, that should be a good enough fix for your nose for now. But I'll order you a new one on Amazon Prime and it'll be here soon enough.
Now that your nose problem is fixed up, now all we have left is the mystery. Something tells me I've got everything figured out already, though.
Really? Already?
That's Holmes for you. He's skilled in this type of work.
If my deductions are correct, then we must go to that house right now. There isn't any time to waste. Come now.
I don't have the slightest clue of what you're implying, but okay, I'll take you there.
Good heavens, what happened here?
Suppose this is as to be expected.
What do you mean?
That man was most definitely a counterfeiter. The suspicious nature of the operation, the maid telling you to flee, the attempted murder after finding suspicion on the press, it all points to an activity of the illegal kind.
A counterfeiter, you say?
But why on earth was a fire started here?
That's easy, Victor. Mr. Stark chased you with murderous intent. He knew you had an inkling of what might be going on, but he wasn't expecting your escape. What would you do if your entire criminal operation was at risk of being found out?
Well, if it were me, I suppose I would erase the evidence.
Exactly. The fire was started to erase any and all evidence of what went down here. If I had to guess, this probably wasn't the only counterfeiting station they have. They could afford to burn this one down, because there are many others still out there.
They got away then. Those dastardly criminals.
There's not much more we can do here. Let's return home and alert the authorities of what happened here.
A shame the criminals cannot be caught, but at least you're still here alive, Mr. Hatherley.
Don't worry, police will find them eventually. It will just take time.
I'll be more careful with who I accept jobs from now on. I would have never guessed that I was being deceived. Gah!
Oh, your nose is here.